Van Herbst here with Brides, Bumps, and Babies Photography, another segment in my video blog series. Today I'm here with Aimee Palifroni of Prisma Events.
Hello.
And today is the LGBT Wedding Insider as our topic. So take it away, Aimee.
Yeah. So one of the things that we do as Prisma Events is we specialize in LGBT weddings. And that really just stems from my personal ties to the community, and I have a lot of friends, and my family is very active in the community. So we just want to make sure that we're providing a safe place for LGBT couples to celebrate however they want.
Yeah, for sure. And what are some of the insider?
Yeah. So obviously there's been a lot of changes in the country and just our overall community. And there is a lot of positive movement. Despite some of the more recent events, there's still a lot of positive movement happening within our industry and outside as well. We're starting to see a lot more inclusive advertising within the industry and outside. So that's really nice when I go on minted.com to look at invitations for a client and see invitations with photos of gay couples on there. We're starting to see that more inclusivity, which is great. I think it's creating more awareness and helping to broaden that awareness to our LGBT community as well. And it's creating more opportunity. There's more opportunity for all of us as vendors to work in that community, and make sure that they feel welcome to come and celebrate with us and trust us to make their days special for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So.
But one of the things that we wanted to talk about was making sure that as an industry, we are showing that inclusivity. So I think it's a lot of education on the community, and simple things. It sounds simple, but it is a change in the brain if you're not used to this. The biggest thing is changing your verbiage. It's not all brides and it's not all grooms. So when we're talking with a client, we always say couples or clients. We're never referring to just brides or just grooms, because we do have couples that are brides and grooms and grooms. So changing that verbiage not only in your everyday talk, but on your websites as well. Making sure that not everything is so bride focused, which tends to happen a lot in our industry. The bride is the key word. But making sure that those couples are reading your website and feeling like they're going to be included in what you're offering.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that stems all the way down to having photos of LGBT couples, if you've worked with them, on your website too, on your front page. Especially if that's a community you want to start working more in. Show them that. They're going to look at your website.
It shouldn't be buried.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to look at your social media, they're going to look at your website, and they're going to look to see if you've worked with LGBT couples before.
And just intersperse it, don't have a section.
Yes. Yeah, it's all one thing.
Yeah.
I always treat it as it's a wedding. No matter whose it is, it's just a wedding. It's not a gay wedding, it's not a straight wedding, it's someone's wedding.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all on that same level. LGBT couples tend to be a little less traditional. So I think as vendors, we should be comfortable in thinking outside the box and having different types of timelines, or being open to a different style of ceremony or different style of reception, because they want to create their own traditions. It's an interesting kind of dichotomy about it, because they've fought for so long to have that opportunity to have a recognized marriage. So a lot of couples do still care about some of those ingrained traditions, but at the same time they want to create their own traditions as well.
Yeah, so there might be something unique in the ceremony. It won't just be lighting of a candle or merging sand or what have you. There might be Who knows?
Yep.
Is there a couple examples you could?
Yeah, the
give?
verbiage in the ceremony, who officiates. I think probably one of my favorite new traditions that we haven't had one of our couples do yet, but it's starting to be an up and coming thing, is the Harvey Milk toast. Which I think is a really cool thing. And the first time...
Toast or toast?
No, they're toasting with milk instead of champagne. And that's obviously a nod to Harvey Milk, who was, really spearheaded the LGBT movement.
Yes.
So the first time I was told about that, I actually teared up because it's so meaningful. And I thought it was a really cool new tradition for couples to incorporate into their day.
Yeah, right on. That's really cool. I like that.
Yeah. So on the other side, that was kind of industry specific, but I also wanted to talk about just how LGBT couples are the same but also different at the same time. It's still your day. We still want you to celebrate however you want to celebrate, and that's any couple. One of the things I love about my job as a planner is once you have all the base pieces together, the who, what, where, when, it's really showcasing that couple's love story and their own personalities. So that definitely spans between, straight weddings or LGBT weddings.
I see a little emotion going on. She really loves it. I mean,
It's something really special. I probably get more emotional at LGBT weddings just because of the history and the background, and everybody's story is so different. Every person's coming out story is different, and their love stories are so unique.
There's a lot of courage involved.
Absolutely.
And
and along with that, most of these couples are paying for their weddings themselves. Time and time again, we have couples whose parents are not supportive and not a part of their event. So that brings on a whole different level when we're talking about budgets and things. But at the same token, these couples tend to be getting married a little bit later in life. They're young professionals, they're more established, they're not necessarily family planning, so they do tend to spend more than a straight wedding.
Yeah, what was some stats on that? I think we talked
the
about the other day.
The average is $25 more per person on average than a straight couple wedding.
Per person attending the event.
Per guest. Which is a really interesting statistic, I think, from our side as well. But it also means that they're very hands-on. They're very hands-on with the design, with the feel. We see a lot more non-traditional ceremonies. We see a lot of private ceremonies. Some I haven't even been a part of. I know that they're getting married somewhere else off-site, and then they're going to come and join us for their reception. Okay. Or they may have just the family for their ceremony.
So prepare for a lot of different ways, it can come in a lot of different shapes and forms as far as how much work is in it for you. I might have to roll with only shooting just a reception or what have you, but I think it's fun. Some people might view it as curveballs, but why not mix it up and really have something unique to shout about for the client, and also maybe it's a portfolio piece for a photographer.
Absolutely.
A unique opportunity for a DJ. The florist might get more creative. Maybe there isn't a florist. Maybe they're using some other artist for centerpieces or something, So.
They like to do things their own way. They like the different decor elements, maybe more, lounge furniture, just something a little bit different. They tend to be a little more party focused. Just in general, we see a lot more action stations than a sit down dinner or a buffet even. Because they want it to be very communal. They want people to be mingling and talking with each other, and then just really having a fun party celebration.
So it feels like we kind of went back into the industry insider part a little bit, but for the couples themselves, is there any other tips?
Yes. There's a lot more resources out there than I think LGBT couples know about. There's a lot out there, and some of it you do have to search for, but some of it is right at your fingertips and you may not even know about it.
Or an email or a phone call away.
Yep.
To somebody that specializes in it, so give Aimee a shout for sure.
Gayweddings.com is actually owned by Wedding Wire. So as a vendor on Wedding Wire, I also have a page to advertise on gayweddings.com. And that is something that you can opt into as a vendor. So, that's something that I think a lot of people don't realize is that is under that umbrella of Wedding Wire. We also have ColoradoGayWeddings.com, which of course is local here to us. It's owned by Lily Black, who owns Sweetly Paired, which is another event planning company. And we work closely together. So she is, got the same values that we do at Prisma. Obviously really driving that community involvement and inclusiveness in the industry. There's also purpleunions.com, which is a smaller website, but also a great place that we find couples to work with.
Do some of those sites have like forum areas where people can freely exchange ideas or anything at all?
Not that I'm aware of, but I think that's a great
Maybe it's a good
option.
idea for some of those sites.
Yeah, I think it is. Outfront Magazine is another one that we just started to partner with. So they've got their print that you can pick up pretty much anywhere in Denver, and their website as well. And they do promote a lot of that. They're really looking to show the community that there is an awesome network of event industry professionals in Denver that want to work in that community.
Nice. Awesome.
But yeah, I think one of the best tips is just do it however you want to do it. Find those first couple of vendors that you fall in love with, whether it's your photographer or your planner or your venue, and ask them, who is going to be comfortable with us. For us, all the vendors that we work with, it's not a thing. I don't have to make a big deal about it. I don't have to preface any conversation by saying, hey, this is for two brides. They're not going to bat an eye at it. So know that we are trying to create a safe environment for you to show your love and celebrate how you want. And we're here to help you, and we want you to have an awesome day. And we want to be there to photograph it and help you plan it. And it really is an awesome network here to help you get all that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. I think that's about it on that.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks everybody. Definitely, Aimee lives in Breeza. She loves it. So definitely reach out to her. Look for the links here in the written part of the blog. But we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.